Now I request David Debbarma, who is also lovingly called by our fellow Tiprasa as Captain David Debbarma, who will be sharing some light on the history and legacy of TRING. He is a proud holder of the commercial pilot license and author of the book, A Miserable Man. He is also an influencer on YouTube, speaking on social issues and awareness in the Kokborok language.
Good evening, everybody. Namaskar, Khulumkha. Hamzamatai Chiba Yafaro Zotonono. Honorable Governor of Telangana, His Excellency Shri Jishnu Debbarma. Esteemed guests, fellow Indians, fellow people of Telangana, and my dear Triprasas, welcome to this grand celebration of unity, mutual respect, and cultural collaboration between the lovely people of Tripura and Telangana. Today, we celebrate the Tripura era, a legacy of time. Today, I stand before you to delve into the fascinating history of the Tripura era, a unique and significant period in the annals of time. The Tripura era is also known as TRING, which is a historical calendar system that was used in the erstwhile princely state of Tripura, now a part of India, very proudly. Let me now talk about the origin of TRING. The Tripura era traces its roots back to the year 590 CE during the reign of Maharaja Jajurufa or Hamtorfa, who is believed to have introduced this calendar system. Fa means father, and that's how the king were addressed by the people in those days. Named after his ancestor Tripur, the era became an integral part of the kingdom's identity, used in official documents, land records, coinage, and even personal correspondence. At that time, Tripura was still an independent and sovereign kingdom, though today we are proudly an integral part of the democracy of India. It was a day of victory of the king over Murshidabad's king. The Tripura era, or the calendar, is a unique calendar system. It is unique. The Tripura era is distinct from other Indian calendar systems, such as the Vikrama Sambat or the Sakta era. It is based on a luni-solar calendar, aligning the lunar months with the solar year. This unique system reflects the rich cultural heritage of the region and its distinct identity. Let us now talk about the significance of the Tripura era. First, I would like to talk about the historical significance. The Tripura era serves as a valuable historical tool, providing insights into the socio-economic and political developments of the region. By studying documents and inscriptions dated according to this era, historians can reconstruct the timeline of events and understand the evolution of Tripura over centuries. We probably had one of the longest dynasties of 184 kings and one queen who had led our people for about 5,000 years until we embraced the democracy of India in 1949 AD. We have in our midst His Excellency, our Honorable Governor, who is also from the same royal lineage and is now contributing to the aspirations of the people, not only in Tripura, but the nation at large. Therefore, you can imagine, yes, thank you for the applaud. So you can imagine when our governor entered here, the entire people of Tripura, they were cheering with joy and excitement, because truly it is a pride and honor for us that living in Telangana, we have a person from Tripura who is also the governor of Telangana. And of course, we also thank you for sending your governor to us. So it's a very beautiful exchange. Moving on to talk about the Tripura era. So as we see, our history cannot be segregated from the idea of TRING or the Tripura era. I would like to quote His Excellency, the Honorable Governor of Tripura, Shri Jishnu Devvarma. So this is an article which was published by you. I found this in Tripura Net. So I would like to read a paragraph from his own article, quoting him. TRING was used from 590 AD to 1971 AD, that was for 1380 years, to document the history of Tripura. This in itself highlighted the importance of TRING. Eras like Sakabda and Bikram Sambat were followed all over India, but they were not state-specific. While Bangavda was never the official era of Bengal, it was mostly confined to astrological almanacs. On the other hand, eras like Gorangavda and Sankarabda were religious eras that came and went with time. Therefore, Tripura era, TRING, was perhaps the only era that was officially and continuously used for such a long span of time by a state. There is now resurgence amongst the indigenous youth to celebrate TRING. Nowadays, on 22nd December, festivities are held all over the state to welcome TRING. So that was a quote from our Honorable Governor's article. I will be closing very soon, bear with me. So now let me also talk about the cultural significance. The Tripura era is deeply ingrained in the cultural fabric of Tripura. It is a symbol of the region's unique identity and its rich history. The continuation of the Tripura era, even after the integration of Tripura into the Indian Union, reflects the people's deep-rooted connection to their past. Today, TRING is not just a mere festival for celebration, but a celebration of the cultural heritage we have inherited from our forefathers. If I talk about the celebration in Tripura, TRING marks a season of joy and commemoration of the unity and oneness of the people of Tripura. It is not just about music, dance, food such as awang bangai or pork chutney, which is a kind of, and awang bangai, which is a kind of rice cake of sticky rice, or guria mairum, awang wasung, a igzag, tong pekzag, etc. We also render, yes, our food deserves a clap. So we also render special honor to our elders in this day. So that was one tradition followed. So we used to honor the elders in the family on this day. And traditionally, we used to start occupying lands for June cultivation, marking it with a bamboo cross. Today, it is also an evolution of our mindset towards progress, fraternity, and aspirations of the people. We celebrate not just as Tiprasas, but also as Indians. And finally, one interesting story before I end. 21 December, as you know, is the winter solstice. That means today the earth is farthest from the sun. Therefore, we have the longest night. And tomorrow, slowly, the night reduces and light increases, just as we aspire to move to light from darkness. We don't want to live in darkness, but slowly we want to move to light. So I hope that this TRING will bring light in all of our lives. So blessed TRING, Kulumkar, Jotonono Kha Kahamtai, Chiva Yafaro. Thank you, Honorable Governor.